Hey everyone, it's Sarah, the Catholic Homemaker. Did you know that avocado oil could be a scam? First of all, I'd like to welcome you to my channel. Please hit the thumbs up button if you like this video. I would love for you to subscribe if you haven't already so we can continue to grow this community. Also, comment and share this video. It will help more people to find my video. If you comment, please let me know if you've heard about this before about avocado oil. So I've been reading about avocado oil lately, and I heard about it first from my mom, who was sharing an article from Dr. Mercola about wanting to avoid avocado oil, and I just thought it was kind of something crazy. I was like, avocados are really healthy. So it's not about the avocados themselves, but it's basically the same thing that has happened with olive oil. If you guys aren't aware, there's a whole olive oil fraud scam out there that everybody thinks that a bottle of olive oil that they're buying is actually just pure olive oil. But unfortunately, that is not the case. There are many brands out there that have been adulterated with cheaper oils like canola, soybean, cottonseed, whatever else. Those are very cheap oils and very unhealthy for you. Olive oil is actually very good for you, but because it is so expensive, some companies actually adulterate it with other oils, and there's a whole fraud out there. It's unfortunately a lot of them that were contaminated are Italian olive oils, and when I saw this list, it was the California ones that were actually more legitimate, and there are other brands out there as well, but you just have to be very careful where you buy your olive oil. And it turns out it is the same thing with avocado oil. And I'm really disappointed because it's so easy to find now. You can actually find it in Aldi and in Walmart. I can even buy the Chosen Foods brand of avocado oil from Walmart, and it's a good price there. But I don't know if Chosen Foods is okay or not. Let me know in the comments if you know for sure. I don't know if anybody's talked to the company or if there's a way to verify that. But according to Dr. Mercola on his article, there were these people that tested many different brands of avocado oil, and the vast majority of them were contaminated with cheaper oils, just like the whole olive oil scam thing. So I know for sure that one of the brands of avocado oil I bought years ago was actually legitimate avocado oil because it tasted fresh, like I was eating fresh avocados. But I have tried other brands, mostly the Chosen Foods brand, and it's very neutral tasting. So that is kind of suspect to me, because after reading Dr. Mercola's article, usually when you are buying or consuming those cheaper oils like canola, it's very neutral tasting unless you're like deep frying it and you get past the smoke point. So it makes me wonder about that even with Chosen Foods. So I made the decision that I was going to use up the rest of my avocado oil in the pantry and then just no longer buy it. I haven't bought it anymore. And I'm still making my own mayonnaise, but I'm not using avocado oil anymore. I'm using Dr. Mary Enig's recipe or ratio of oils. It's not her full mayonnaise recipe, but at least the oil part, I'm using a 1:1:1 ratio of sesame oil, olive oil, and coconut oil. So I just have to melt the coconut oil. That's the only part that is a little more tedious or takes more time, is melting the coconut oil. But I made it just recently. I made a double batch of it, and it was actually really good. And it had like a slight coconutty taste, but it wasn't overwhelming, especially when you're mixing it into different recipes. I thought it tasted pretty good. So I definitely encourage you to try that. Maybe next time I make mayonnaise, I can make a video for that on here so you guys can make that recipe too. And it's actually very easy to make if you're making it in a jar with a stick blender. I encourage you to get a stick blender because it saves so much time for things like that, or for blending soups. It's a really great tool for the kitchen. But back to the avocado oil. So now you can find it in different chips you can buy at the store. And personally, I would avoid chips like that if you can. There are some brands of chips that use other traditional oils like palm oil or coconut oil. It's pretty rare to find, unfortunately, but there are some that do. There's a brand of tortilla chips called Xochitl. It's with an X, and they make it with palm oil. So when I have gotten tortilla chips, which I don't get them very often anymore, I get the Xochitl brand, or Xochitl is how you say it. So there was also Jackson's Honest potato chips or tortilla chips, and they cook everything in coconut oil, but I have not seen them sold in a very long time. So comment below if you know where you can find those, probably online somewhere, but it'd be interesting to see if they're sold in stores somewhere. And then I know there's that like Buddha brand of popcorn, Buddha bowl or something, and it's one of them, they make it with coconut oil. And there's also plantain chips. There's some plantain chips out there that are made with coconut oil or palm oil. So I encourage you guys to not only avoid cottonseed, canola, soybean, what's the other one? There's also sunflower oil too. That's very high in omega-6 fatty acids, and grapeseed oil. Just the healthy fats are animal fats in general, including butter and ghee. Ghee has a high smoke point. Coconut oil has a higher one in general. Well, ghee has a higher one than coconut oil, I believe. And then tallow, I think, has one of the highest ones, if not the highest one of the animal fats. And what else? Sesame oil, it's good in small amounts. And then olive oil, of course. But try to avoid avocado oil unless you know it is definitely from avocados. And here's another thing about the avocado oil I almost forgot to mention. In the samples that they discovered and in their research, they discovered that they were pressing the avocados to make the oil, but they were using it from rotten avocados. So imagine you were eating an avocado and you cut it open and you see that at least part of it, if not all of it, is black or brownish inside. Are you gonna want to eat that? No. I mean, when I find that, I cut those parts off, or sometimes I have had to discard a whole avocado, which I hate doing, but it's like, I'm not gonna eat that. So imagine that's what you're actually eating when you're eating the avocado oil that's from most of these companies, is that they're trying to save money by just using the rotten stuff and then mixing it with other oils. So not only are you having those cheaper oils in there, but you're using like rotten avocado in there. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. If you know any more information or if you have any other articles to share, I'll try to find that article and link it below. So I hope you found this to be helpful, and may God bless you and your family.